The clock is ticking to Saturday, 13 May, as candidates are busy lobbying delegates for votes. The Northern region, which has 18 constituencies, currently is split into 9 seats, each between the two major political parties, the NDC and the NPP. This means the NDC has to up its game if it wants to hold majority of the seats in the region. As the party prepares for elections this weekend, let's look at the Kumbungu constituency, where a former member of parliament, Ras Mubarak, is seeking a comeback after his loss in the last primaries to Professor Hamza Adam, who is now the incumbent. What are the chances of the former NP in the upcoming primaries?
It's always good to have a taste of how heavy water is and how heavy liquor or wine is. Then you can know the difference. And we, the Gombes, have a proverb that you need to trade in multiple markets, to know which market is good to trade in. So inshallah, on the evening of the 13th, we would have this conversation again. And I invite you to my home, to join us celebrate. There's a lot of work to be done.
The incumbent, Professor Hamza Adam, says he sees no contest in the constituency as he believes the former NP cannot cause an upset.
I have defeated him before. With a very wide margin in the last election. I was not the MP. At that time, I was a lecturer at the university, and I was able to defeat him with a wider margin. Now, you would see that now I'm the sitting MP. I have done so much. He hadn't done a quarter of what I have done in less than 2.5 years. So I have no doubt. The people are very discerning, and they will compare his record to my records. And they will judge and determine who they should vote for. I am very optimistic that he's not a competitor in this particular contest at all. It's not.
The deciding factor is the votes of delegates, and it looks like the level of development in the constituency under the leadership of the two will influence their choices.
If you get to the grounds, you realize that he is not there and he's not in the race. So I'm not afraid of him at all. I believe strongly that, like I said from the beginning, if you have a good commodity and you go to the market, you don't struggle to market it. I have served the people well. They are happy with my service, my humility, my access, my visibility. All these attributes make the people feel that they have a better person, and they will never, as like somebody will put it, they will never sell their color television to buy a white television.
The reality on the ground is that he's completely out of touch. His story is akin to the MPP story of lying about John Mahama and peddling a lot of falsehood only for reality to dawn on them. And the reality is that, he's exhibited crass incompetence. Of Kumbungu have realized that, they were sold a black and white TV, and it's important that they go back for their plasma colored TV. They miss Ras Mubarak.
Other candidates contesting the Kumbungu seats include Mohamed Ganiu Chito, Rashid Mohamed Mumuni, a lawyer, and Salihu Aliu Maoba, who believes he has the chance of winning.
If you go into the constituency and you talk to 10 people, 8 of them will tell you that Malba is the only guy they will vote for, and at the end of the voting, they will not go around apologizing to each other before we prepare for the 2024 election. So my chances are like 95%.
Away from the black and white, we move to the Sanarigu constituency, where about 5 candidates, namely Ata Issa, an accountant, Dr. Bukari Hamza, Ahmed Yakubu, and Alasan Abdul Majid, are seeking to unseat the incumbents, ABA Fuseni. According to some of them, the votes for the NDC party in the general elections has seen a decline since the incumbent assumed office in 2012. For them, it is time to seek a new face to improve the party's performance in the constituency.
If you are leading people sometimes and you don't consult them, you are not visible. You are not being transparent enough. You are not accounting to them. It's a big challenge. And that is what it is part of those problems that Yakubu is coming to correct in the constituency.
We have a contest because of some dissatisfaction within the rank and file of the party. I'm very convinced that I have the base. I also have the competence. People understand that the time has come for us to elect someone who will represent their interests in Parliament, who will become their mouthpiece in Parliament, and who will also promote development within the constituency.
In the case of Tolong, there are two candidates, a senior lecturer and an agricultural economist at the University for Development Studies, UDS, Dr. Tahidu Osman Damba, who is contesting the parliamentary seat for the third time, and Adamu Yusuf, who won the primaries but lost to the NPP in the 2020 general elections. The two believe they have what it takes to win the elections.
Somebody left their seat with 1,057, and you came and took us down the drain up to almost 10,000. What business do you have coming in? We are serious. Tolong is serious. The NDC needs Tolong more than any other place.
I have learned my lessons. I know some of the reasons why I lost the elections to the NPP man, and I know how the skills and the method that he used to win the seat. Coming back, I am well prepared.
Some aspirants from Mio, Yendi and Zabzugu constituencies have been speaking to Citi News about their chances.
We are 6 that are contesting currently, and I stand out clear. First, because I'm contesting for the 3rd time, and then secondly, I'm the only, a professional with both national and international network that can come to the advantage of the masses. And then thirdly, I'm the most humble, the most patient, the most matured of all. And they believe that since I lost the first time, it wasn't successful, and I didn't become annoying the second time. I was not, and I was not fed up, and I'm coming for the 3rd time. They think that they should also give me the opportunity, to see how I would move.
With the contest that we are going, I don't think I have a contender because we are 3 contesting. I don't see any of them as a threat to me. And for me winning the primaries, I have the confidence and 100% sure that we are going to deliver NDC to NDC in 2024.
I've been a homeboy. I've not traveled out of anywhere. I've worked there. I've served there. I know every cranny and queen in the constituency. There's no village that I've not been to. And there's no village that I will go without anybody saying that I know this man and this is what this man has done for me. So that alone makes me stand tall. And I think that at the end of the 13th May, I'll definitely, inshallah, be crowned as the winner.
The only female candidate in the region, Abdulrahman Zainab Rosina, is contesting against 4 men in the Nanton constituency. Though all the candidates in Nanton are new entrants, Rosina believes she has a higher chance of winning.
Have 90% of chances. 90% of chances. The things that I have mentioned to you, look, I am born and bred in those in Nanton constituency. Some of them, we don't know where they are coming from. They have delegates or electors who follow them to do campaign. Those who follow them to do the campaign, some of them, they are going to vote for me. And some of them, they will vote for them. So I would say, let me take the 90% and give them the 10% to share it among themselves. That is what I'm going to do.
A little over 20,000 delegates in 18 constituencies are expected to vote on Saturday 13 to elect parliamentary candidates for the NDC in the northern region. Reporting for Citi News, I am Dinah Ungwan.